Hello, Vanakkam. Welcome to Distributed and Cloud Computing subject. I am Raja, Assistant Professor, Department of IT, Hindustan College of Engineering and Technology. In this session, we are going to talk about cloud services. So before enter to the topic, let me understand what will be the outcome about this topic. The learner will be able to gain a deep understanding of the various types of cloud services, and they will acquire the knowledge of the benefits and drawbacks of each and every cloud services, and the number of practical application of these services in real world scenarios, and they can able to differentiate between various types of cloud services. So let me start with what is cloud services. A wide range of computing resources and applications which are provided over the internet by third-party companies or service providers. So all those services either by managed by your own or the other service providers through the internet. So the services includes storage, computing power, software applications, and networking resources to security and analytics tools. So these are all the services can be available or available through the internet by the users from the cloud service providers. So these are the types of cloud services are there. Starts from software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. So these three services, in addition to that, we can have a one more service, that is anything or everything as a service. The software as a service, that is SaaS. So software as a service is application software hosted on the cloud, and it will be used by the users over the internet connection via the web browser. Instead of worrying about downloading and installing from the internet about some application programs, as a user, we are going to utilize the softwares, so whatever available on the cloud. So some of the characteristics available about a SaaS, it will be managed from a central location by the service provider or the somebody, and it will be hosted on a remote server and accessible over the internet only. So we need to have an internet about to access the software as a service, and in this software as a service, users are not responsible for hardware or software updates. Instead, the service providers will regularly update their hardware and software. We are not going to worry about all those updates process. Some of the application programs or some of the software as a service providers are there: Google Workspace, Dropbox, Salesforce, Cisco Webex, Concur, and GoToMeeting. So we want to understand the benefits and drawbacks about the SaaS. So as far as software as a service concerned, we will consume only very less cost, and we can increase the application or infrastructure based on the required levels. The scalabilities are getting increased, and we can access anywhere else about the application programs. And as I told earlier, update will be automatically done by the service providers. A number of drawbacks are there. That starts with the limited customization, and as a users, we won't always depend on the service providers. Sometimes we may face some security and compliance problems, and the data ownership problem will be arised when we are accessing the software as a service. Second one is a platform as a service. So here, the platform as a service, one of the service model which is available in the cloud computing environment. It will provide the customer a complete cloud platform like a hardware or a software or any infrastructure for developing and running any or managing applications without any cost, complexity, and inflexibility. So instead of having a software, or instead of having a hardware or a infrastructure, we don't want to worry about all those things. Instead, we can start to develop application programs without worrying about the all those things. So as like us SaaS, here also we have some characteristics about PaaS, builds on virtualization technology. So the resources can easily scaled up or down as your business changes, and it provides a variety of services that assist with the development, testing, deployment of application programs, accessible to numerous users via the same development applications, and integrates web services and databases. So some of the examples about PaaS: AWS Elastic Beanstalk, Windows Azure, Herico, Force.com, Google App Engine, Apache Struts, and OpenShift is one of the example about PaaS. we are having some benefits as well as some drawbacks about PaaS also. So in PaaS, the faster time to market. So it will reach the market very easily. Productivity is getting increased, scalability and flexibility is always there, and as far as cost concerned, it is very low for the user side. And drawbacks, limited control, vendor lock-in problem is there, dependency on the provider, again security and compliance is also one of the problem arise here in PaaS also. The third one, infrastructure as a service. It is a cloud computing model that provides an on-demand access to computing resources such as servers, storage, network, and virtualization. So here we have some characteristics about SaaS. So resources are available as a service. Cost varies depending on the consumption. So based on the meter level, as like us, we are consuming the electricity power. Here also we can have a meters. So based on the meter level, we can pay the money. And the services are highly scalable. Multiple users on a single piece of hardware can be accessible. Organization retain complete control on the infrastructure, and dynamic and flexibility is there. And some of the examples about infrastructure service: Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, DigitalOcean, and Linode. And here benefits about infrastructure service: flexibility and scalability. The costs are very less, improved reliability, security and complaint is one of the advantage. So which is not there in the software as a service and platform as a service. And here also we have some drawbacks: dependency on the internet connectivity, a lack of control over underlying infrastructure, security and complaint risk. Sometimes risk may be there, and a potential vendor lock-in problem also arises. And finally, we are coming into the conclusion of this session. So in this session, we have discussed about the various cloud computing services like SaaS, PaaS, and infrastructure as a service. As far as SaaS concerned, it will allow the users only limited customization options, and there may be some data ownership problem sometimes may happens. PaaS allows the developer to focus on application development instead of having the infrastructure or something, software or hardware. And finally, infrastructure as service provides the organization with greater flexibility and control over their infrastructures. And finally, these are all the references I have made for preparing this video. It starts from the textbook, some of the websites, and I have referred some content from the NPTEL as well, and some of the websites for preparing this video. And once again, thanks for watching. Thank you.